shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hamler now to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Lock. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Gain of 9 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, the running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, Lock. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Lock throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Tyreek Hill sent to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and if anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown,
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Kansas City.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From just shy of midfield, Locke, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and it'll bring up third down.
To go.
Again, it's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Hill on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Justin Simmons.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. For Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by
the All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And going deep for, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. He'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Locke now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The strong running. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019 in Kansas City, brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
would be? I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hamler now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun. He completes this to Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun. Locke. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
For K.J. Hamler.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Locke again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He was brought down by
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 43-yard attempt.
But Rutgers kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
52.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Hamler now to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. From the gun, Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Box trap.
One final try for Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Today's final score, Chiefs.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guy...
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear